Manchester United 4, Bournemouth 4. Manchester United failed to get a win at Old Trafford against a Bournemouth team that was winless in 6 matches. Very, very disappointing match, and we're going to break it down in this match reaction. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Temi. Make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and as always, stay locked in. From a neutral's perspective, this is arguably the match of the season in the Premier League. 8 goals scored. I think Man United gave up the lead 3 times. Bournemouth gave up the lead 2 times. It was an absolutely insane match. Insane match. I think Bournemouth are happy that they got out of there with a point because the first 30 minutes of that match, I think, is the best 30 minutes we've had under Ruben Amorim. We were absolutely electric. Matheus Cunha, Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes was looking dangerous. Casemiro was looking dangerous. And Mbeumo was struggling, but, he was still kind of being a threat. And Amad Diallo, absolutely fantastic. Like those first 30 minutes, I'm going to give Ruben Amorim credit. The team looked ready. That was the best I've ever seen the team look. We were winning the ball back high up the pitch. Mason Mount was winning the ball. Casemiro was winning the ball. Bruno was winning the ball. It was like everything was kind of working. There was a couple moments, though, even in that little stretch where you see a couple cracks. I think Kluivert had a chance. And there was some other chances that Bournemouth had that scared us, but were never really legitimate chances. We managed to go up with Amad Diallo scoring a header from a beautiful cross from Diogo Dalot. You have to give him credit. And I'm thinking, go get 2. Go get 2. And we were creating chances, half chances here and there. I think we had something like a XG of over 2.5 goals in the first half, which is ridiculous. I think there was 30 touches in our opposition's box in that first half, which is, again, crazy. But we didn't get the goal. And guess what? Bournemouth capitalized on it, and Semenyo scores a goal from a mistake from Mount and Luke Shaw. Young Aiden Heaven made a mistake in terms of not closing down Semenyo, and they score. Then they score right after halftime. And it's like, yo, here we go again. This is just ridiculous. We concede goals just way too easily. We concede a goal right before halftime, then we concede a goal immediately after halftime, and it's like, you just know this game is going to be difficult, and it shouldn't be difficult. Guys, the biggest issue in our team right now, we do not keep clean sheets. We do not keep clean sheets. Let's just get this out of the way right now. That is now 17 Premier League matches, 1 clean sheet. The last clean sheet we kept was in October 4th. That is the last time we've kept a clean sheet. Over 2 months. That's unacceptable, people. Absolutely unacceptable. I think it's something like 6 clean sheets in 43 Premier League matches under Ruben Amorim. We play with the back 3. We play with 3 center backs regularly. And it's like, how is this happening? We're scoring goals. I think we're something like 2nd in the league now in goals scored, like getting Cunha, getting Mbeumo, Mount's playing well. We have a good attack. Let's just say it. Like Cunha at that false 9 looked very, very good. And we'll talk about that a little later, but we can score goals. We're not keeping clean sheets, and that's because the team shape is poor. The team shape is very, very, very poor. We managed to come back with a Casemiro header, 2-2, poor goalkeeping, very, very poor goalkeeping. And then we concede again. Bruno Fernandes gives the ball away. Casemiro gives up a free kick. They score a free kick. I think it's Tavernier again with the free kick. Sonny Lamens makes a huge mistake. He gives up way too much space in that corner, and we concede. But then we make a comeback. Again, Bruno scores a ridiculous free kick. One of his best free kicks he's probably ever scored in his career. Ridiculous free kick. And then Matheus Cunha scores a goal, right? And he deserved it because he played excellently well a majority of the game. But again, we concede another goal. 4 goals. Like we're up 4-3 in the 80-something minute, and we still cannot hold up onto that lead. And if not for Sonny Lamens, there's a strong chance that we concede goals because he had to make two big saves late in the game. So it was just a basketball game. That's what that game was yesterday, and there was a ton of good performances, but again, I think structurally this team has issues. We just have to call it like I see it, especially at the back. I looked it up today. We have rotated a center back in every single match bar one this season. Why are we subbing in center backs, subbing in and out center backs so much? What is this? They don't like. Where do they do that? Where you just are constantly rotating your back line. It doesn't make any sense. And we did it again, with Lisandro Martinez. And listen, Lisandro, he's trying his best, but he's not match fit yet. He's not up to speed. And we concede goals. I think a big reason for that is because we rotate our back line so much. Unfortunately, Mazraoui couldn't play because of AFCON duties. We have injuries to De Ligt and Maguire, but even before that, we were rotating our back line way too much, and I think it's a big issue. Again, another issue is just the team shape of the midfield. We don't have a midfielder who wants to sit. Casemiro, listen, I think he's been fantastic this season. I think he's played very well, but in transition, it's a problem. Just look at when we turn the ball over. We're chasing too much in games. Bruno Fernandes, same thing. He provided good output yesterday in terms of what he did offensively, but he gave the ball away multiple times, and it led to transitional breaks. That's the issue with Bruno. You see what I'm saying? So we need to either add another midfielder, sacrifice an attacker. If it's in Mbumo, I don't care who it is. In Mbumo, if it's we need another midfielder and then one of those midfielders needs to just sit, just be a holding midfielder and not push forward. Like we need that to happen because in transition we are bad. We are really, really, really bad in transition. You feel me? And it's due to the fact that Casemiro in this later stage of his career likes to get forward. Bruno, we know he likes to get forward. We don't have a sitting midfielder. We don't. We really don't. And Casemiro, listen, he's excellent when he's behind the ball and we're in a decent shape. He's excellent. He's excellent. And I'm not saying we should bench Casemiro. That's the last thing I'm saying. I'm just saying I think we need another midfielder, hint, hint, Kobe Mainu, to be on the pitch so we have somebody at all times who is sitting like a true number 6, a true sitting midfielder. It seems like we lack that right now. Just look at how broken we were for that Semenyo goal. Dallow's way ahead of Luke Shaw and Mason Mount. It's the same thing for Ahmad. Shaw gives the ball away, and then it's transition, Aiden Heaven and Lenny Yoro, and Semenyo's going to kill them. He is. I'm sorry. Those are babies. He is going to cook them in that scenario. We shouldn't have 3 center backs on the pitch, and we're chasing as much as we do. It's poor structure. It's really, really poor structure. And if you want to push your fullbacks high, you can do that. You feel me? You can do that, but you have to make sure you have the requisite amount of holding midfielders to protect when those fullbacks push forward. And we don't have that right now. Like, I think the goal that we conceded to Semenyo is a highlight of our issues defensively. When we turn the ball over, our midfielders are too high, our fullbacks are too high, and then you leave, in this specific scenario, you leave a 19-year-old and a 20-year-old by themselves, and they're going to lose that battle. They're going to lose that battle. So, listen, was it a fun game? I guess. I didn't find it too fun. I didn't find it too fun during the game, I'll be honest, because I was stressed. But I guess in hindsight, I've slept on the match. It was a great game for the neutral. It was a great game. It felt like Barclays Premier League. You feel me? That was the energy of that match. But it's a draw, and again, it's another missed opportunity. We've played so poorly at Old Trafford. The Everton result, this result. You know what I'm saying? Like, we almost gave up points to Burnley earlier in the season. Like, we just gotta hold it down. Arsenal beat us. We just have to figure out ways to perform better. We're not ever comfortable in games. We're never comfortable in games. It's just, that's a red flag. That is a red flag. We are never comfortable in any game against any opponent. Wolves is probably the closest thing that we felt to comfortable, and that's just not good enough. That Wolves team is awful. Every other team, we really aren't comfortable in games. And that's just the reality. When you don't keep clean sheets, that's That's what's going to happen. That is what is going to happen. So, good performances. I think our best player on the pitch yesterday was Mateus Cunha. Um, a lot of people are saying Ahmad. I just thought Mateus Cunha, that was by far his best performance in a Manchester United kit. Like I've been a bit critical of him. I don't think he's played at the level that I expect of him, because I think he is a very good player. But yesterday, he was hooping. Let's just keep it a buck. He was hooping. I thought Ahmad was fantastic. I thought Mason Mount was very, very good. I thought Casemiro was very good. I thought Bruno was decent. Again, I think he can be better. I know the free kick is going to blind a lot of people, but he gave the ball away a lot, and he was chasing the game a lot. And I just have to call that out. But there were good performances, man. It's just unfortunate. I slept on this game. So as you can tell, I'm not as angry as I normally would be. But listen, the facts are still the facts. I think this manager is not good enough. I think this game is another example of it. I think that our team shape is poor. There's rumors of us going to a 4-3-3. I'll believe it when I see it. But again, we did make some tactical tweaks this past match, but it still wasn't good enough. We conceded 4. So until we start keeping clean sheets, I'm not going to trust this manager as far as I can throw him. I'm going to be so real. So those are my thoughts on the game. What are your thoughts on the game, people? Make sure to get your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, people. Make sure to hit the like button, and I will be back very, very shortly, okay? Deuces.